Hey, Luke, really good to see you. Today, I have an important question. Will I lose my Social Security benefits if I unretire or go back to work? And the reason I'm asking is because 3% of retirees between the ages of 55 and 64 have re entered the workforce since the start of the pandemic. So, again, I think they want to know, are they going to lose those benefits if they go back to work?
Lose would be the wrong term to use, right?
Okay.
So no, you are not going to lose Social Security benefits by going back to work. You're still, entitled to the money that's in the program. However, there may be some adjustments, right?
Okay.
So based on your income, it is possible that they will change.
So let's walk through those changes. If you're under full retirement age, that's kind of the clincher here, right?
Yeah, so the earnings test is what we're referring to here. So if you're under your full retirement age, so that full retirement age is going to vary based on your birth, year or month even. So make sure you know um, what your full retirement age is. And so on the earnings test, basically, you would have benefits withheld if you're earning over $21,240 in 2023 under the full retirement age. If you're becoming full retirement age this year, that cutoff is $56,520, where they would withhold a dollar for every $3 that you're over. So important to always consider these pieces. Again, it's benefits withheld. You would eventually get that back in your Social Security checks in the future, but it does possibly result in having benefits withheld if you're making too much.
Okay. There are two other considerations we want to walk through if people are thinking of going back to work. The next is that they may have to keep taking those required minimum distributions.
Yeah, so required minimum distributions may or may not continue. There's some different rules out there with employer plans that we can get into on an individual basis. But if you have an IRA in your own name, you can continue to take RMDs if you're over 72 or now 73 with some of the new rules. One important thing to keep in mind as part of the Secure Act, though, too, is that you are able to continue to make IRA contributions. So for some people that are 72 or 73 that are still working, they're taking their required minimum distributions, and you can actually just turn around and make a contribution to offset that amount if it's of interest to you.
Okay. And last, there may be an impact to your Medicare benefits.
Yeah, so always important to keep your income in consideration when you're talking about Medicare Part B premiums. We've talked about IRMA in the past, but that's basically
Mhm.
just your income relation to your Medicare premium, and so it may result in higher Medicare Part B premiums. I always recommend to anybody who's working while also being on Medicare that you at least consult with a professional who deals solely in health insurance just to get an idea. Make sure that your benefits are coordinated correctly. Is Medicare primary or is my employer plan primary? To go on to an employer plan and then back off. Is that a qualifying event for Medicare Part B? A lot of things to consider, and certainly something that you would want to run through with a professional.
Right. I know that you work so hard to make sure that any of your clients who go back to work, it's because they want to, not because they have to. But of course, there's almost as much planning that goes into unretiring as the planning that goes into retiring. So if somebody has any questions, what's the best way to reach you?
Yeah, as always, it's an interesting time. I always say with life expectancies doing what they are doing now,
Hmm.
there is really this whole generation of retirees who feel the desire to go back to work, not
Right.
necessarily the need.
Right.
So always important to coordinate your benefits. Like I said, if you ever have questions, you can reach us by phone 937-498-1128, or go to our website, iconberryretirement.com, and you can schedule an appointment right there on our homepage.
All right. Luke, thank you.
Thanks, Erin.